Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take another look here at WIF hat. Got a lot of requests for this, so we go ahead and cover this here again today. It's been roughly about a week or so since we last looked at this. We were ranging. Last week took a look at $3 to $3.20 range. Let me go ahead and update some of our playouts here and just kind of see roughly where we're at now. To keep in mind, at this point here, we are seeing a pretty solid overextension, but the key takeaway is that you don't short a coin that has this much volume. Okay, so the easy way to understand it is that there's a lot of reasons why it's a high risk play to consider shorting, but we're going to look at liquidation to evaluate if this is worth taking a long or a short at this point, and generally the overall scenario. So again, stay tuned, make sure you check it out, or just pay attention to what we're going to look at. It's important to kind of help understand the backend data, and then we'll kind of go from there. So if you're new to the channel, just want to say thanks again for being an awesome part of my life. If you've been watching for a while, deeply appreciate you even more. You know who you are if you've been watching me for a while. You're the one that always hits the like button and comments below, or just in general have been watching me for over 3 years now. So coming up on our 4-year anniversary in April, pretty awesome and a lot of fun stuff here. So let's take a look at liquidation first. We always look at this to get a baseline on who is leveraging and where. And the reason why it's important is because it kind of helps us understand, reversal areas or, continuation zones. There's a lot of things that can happen when you understand and identify that. So just say, for example, it was at 340 yesterday, just say when we were right here at $3.40, it would have been wise to consider a long at that level because there's tons of liquidation in the upside that just got hit really hard. In other words, people trying to short into that resistance and got hit pretty strong. So not the greatest call to short. Now, keep in mind, you can still short with accuracy, depending on what coin you decide you want to trade. Like, for example, yesterday we took 3 short trades. One with Solana, 20%, one with ICP, 32%, one with Bitcoin, 28%. Keep in mind, those are low leverage, 5x leverage trades, and I trade those coins consistently. Try not to just jump in and out of coins you just randomly see and think that it's a good idea because you like the price action. Sticking with the same coins over and over again can really help increase your odds of success. Anyways, I mentioned that and showing you that because it's a low leverage play, and those are shorts that were inherently riskier, but we had to play them tight. So if you do short WIF, make sure it's a nice tight short, something that you pay attention to and you don't just set it and forget it, because shorting coins and walking away is generally a bad idea. You want to kind of watch them close or ensure that your take profit targets are within realistic ranges. Like, you're not going to want to short WIF to like $1.50, right? That makes no sense at all. It'd be stupid to do that. So again, we want to try to make less stupid mistakes and more profitable ones. So let's take a look here. Daily time frame, we recognize we're above all moving averages. The point of control is about 232 if you zoom out. We'll zoom in and kind of look at that. In fact, I forgot to look at our open interest here. Let's quickly look at that too here. So WIF open interest, last 7 days, we can see the most amount, oops, wrong guy. We can see the most amount of volume at 340, 311, and 367, okay? So right where we're at right now, people are starting to add to their position pretty heavy. Obviously, there's previous levels at 252, but that's a thing of the past. I don't think we're gonna see those lower levels here at this point moving forward. Unless Bitcoin makes a run towards 80, 70K, I think it's very unlikely that WIF hat pulls back. Okay. Again, a lot of vaults, specifically meme coins, are doing fantastic right now, and is an awesome situation for those coins. And I think this coin has a lot of sustainability, mainly because we have a lot of volume. Anyways, let's get to the meat and potatoes here. We're over 70 on the RSI. When that happens, you're practically in price discovery mode. In fact, in most cases, you are, at least to the relevant recent past, right? While WIF has been higher than its current price point, and we're not quite at our all-time high. If I'm not mistaken, it was in the was it $4 range? Is that right? Yeah, I think the high was 486. So we're not there yet, but it's acting as if it's in price discovery mode because it's broken through some important levels. Let's go ahead and draw this out here too. This is just kind of a previous high. It's a high back from May, kind of letting us know that, hey, that's the price point to close above. We close above that, we probably have a decent chance of continuing this further upside. Now, when we take a look at the 4-hour time, we want to look at a few things too. First, the moving averages are important. We're honoring our ascending trend line here, so as long as we stay above that, we're in pretty good shape. It doesn't mean you just blindly take trades in the upward direction, but it implies that majority of your trades should be going up from here. Okay. Now, again, taking a long into the potential top here, with that resistance range above us, it feels kind of weird. I don't really love doing that personally. I would much rather see Bitcoin pull back, pivot at 90,000, then leg up from there and get in there with WIF first. That would make more sense. because again, there's a pretty significant fair value gap here as low as 310. So I'd say the worst case scenario is 310 is retraced to this 0.382 fib level. Okay, and it's common to see that happen too in a lot of retracements. Anytime you see a leg up this expansive, the second leg down is generally 0.382 or 0.5. Right, so we're probably more likely than not going to see 310 to 340, pending Bitcoin, pulls back. Bitcoin stays at 92K or higher, I don't think WIF is going to turn around, okay? Anyways, the whole point of this is to not short to that level. You're much better off setting limit orders at those ranges if that ever happens. Emphasis on the word if. I don't think that's a distinct probability. MACD, stochastics swinging up, we're right there at 70 in the RSI. These are a lot of reasons why you do not short this coin and you lean more towards the price action going higher. So what I'm recommending here is to not necessarily take a long right now. While you probably could find some success, there's no distinct pattern there kind of letting us know that it's worthwhile. You may be at the top right now. There's a good chance, though, that the probability of the price going higher is greater. Okay. Now, I'll post our playout chart here shortly and let you know kind of what my thoughts are for the next 24 to 48 hours. But the simple way to understand it is that we have all green lights here on the hourly, letting us know that even if the price pulls as low as 340, pulls back to 340, you're still in good shape to take a long. Okay, so hypothetically, the price just kind of whittled its way down to 340. That would probably be a solid consideration for a long for two reasons. It's a 0.286 fib level. It's also right here, 326. That's the local high. There's a distinct probability we're going to see some support in this range. Okay, so I'll go and post that on our playout chart here in our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, so you can kind of see it. But we got a nice little solid support range here for us, and we just kind of recognize that it's going to be favorable for it. For those who are investing in this coin. So again, whether you take a long now or later, both scenarios exist as a positive situation. I would not recommend shorting in any stretch right now. Not the way that the volume is behaving. We have tremendous amount of volume. You don't short into high volume. If the price does happen to pull back, it does feel like 310 to 340 would be a pretty solid range to consider adding to your spot bag. You don't just blindly take a leverage long, though, between now and then, right, folks? Because, again, a lot can change between that now and that point. Heaven forbid Bitcoin turns bearish. We could very well see a continuation much lower than that. All right. Anyways, just some food for thought. Hopefully give you some sense of responsibility as a trader. Not everybody teaches that nowadays. So the whole point of my my analysis is to educate you so you can make a good decision and not get destroyed by those moon boys out there. Even though technically last weeks worth of trading, moon boys have been right, but they were wrong the entire year. So it gives you an indication there. Probably not all that trustworthy to tell somebody that everything's going to the moon. Okay. All right, folks. I hope you learned something. Thanks again for joining. Make sure you take advantage of our 60K prize pool. We're soon to unlock here with Bitunix. It's a progressive prize pool. It's going to be spread amongst the top 20 traders. So just, again, use the exchange as you normally would. Don't incentivize yourself to trade more because of it, but that is a nice little benefit there. No KYC or VPN for those guys. Also check out our Telegram, Twitter, or Discord. I post my playout charts there regularly. As soon as I analyze the charts, I kind of give you an indication of where I think things are going to go next. Okay, it's all over there for you. Thanks again, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.